Warning! Some bits might be loud, so please lower your headphones or speakers. Now, enjoy the show.
Message from General Pepper, Priority 1.
We need your help, Star Fox. PlayStation announced physical copies will go digital. Our copies cannot handle the job alone. Hurry, Star Fox!
Hey everyone, I just wanted to say that this recording was made on July 4th. If this video does not get posted on July 4th, then I'm sorry, editing takes a long time. But yeah, it's also 4 a.m. I woke up very early, but yeah, happy 4th of July everyone.
Yeah, so I am a Star Fox fan.
We're Star Fox! Do a barrel roll!
Where is the creator?
God is in heaven.
That view is clear.
It's working!
We're going to be ranking every single level of everything. This thing was made by,
Spoopy Phantom.
Anyways, let's start this.
I see him up ahead. Let's rock and roll!
Good luck.
So first up, we got Cornelia. It is the first start to Star Fox 64 and the other remakes. You know what? It's a pretty good level. It explains how it's like how every level starts in a video game. We're introduced to how everything works. I love the enemies. I love how everything is. I think in 64 it was pretty good. In the new Star Fox game, everything looks so detailed. Like in Cornelia City, that looks pretty good actually, not gonna lie. And then like moving on to like other stuff, there's like Gargarian robots that like push down buildings and that stuff. You can really get a medal if you like just take down all of those stuff. I'll just use E-bombs, but yeah. Then there's the alternative paths. I love this way of doing the alternative paths because, and basically, if you don't know how Star Fox goes, basically, if you want to go to the alternate route, you're gonna have to go through all of like the holes during the water part. If you don't, then you just go to like the ground assault mech. If you do, you'll be going to the crocodile guy. Yeah, I forgot what the thing was called. Editor, can you tell me what the boss is called? I'm gonna need you a lot for this. Personally, the bosses, they're easy, but they're pretty good to play, pretty satisfying. I'm gonna put this in S tier because it is pretty much a good level, a good beginning for levels and how we move on from each level to level.
Good luck.
Anyways, moving on. Mateo. Alright. Mateo, you know, it's a good, level, pretty much. I think it's, you know, a good second level, instead of, like, the other, planet, which we will go on soon about, but Mateo, if I'm pronouncing that right, it's a fine level. I like that you can destroy the asteroids for points, but other than that, yeah, the alternate route kinda sucks, honestly, because to get there you gotta do like a warping thing, which if you're not quick enough, you'll just, you know, not get it. Other than that, the enemies are fine, you know. The snakes are hard to get, but they're not that hard. I don't like the rock enemies, they're kinda annoying. But does that mean I don't like Mateo? No, I mean, I think it's okay. I think it's a good one. It wouldn't be my good pick. Sometimes I would just like to go to the alternate planet. That being said, though, the boss itself? Yeah, I guess you could say the boss is fun. You know, the original and like the new remake, it is pretty good. That being said, I'll probably put it at A. It's not the best as like Cornelia would always be my favorite pick, but I just say it's a good, pretty much standard level.
Good luck.
Moving on, we're going to Fortuna, and honestly, yeah, it's going to S tier. Look, I love playing on Fortuna. Why? The enemies and what comes next. The enemies... Don't we all just love, you know, whenever our friends are just like, you know, getting the enemies and like, your brain thinks, let me just shoot down the teammates, you know, enemies for them.
Hey, he was mine!
Like, I love hearing, like, Falco's response of saying,
Go find your own target, Fox!
other than that, the enemies are, like, very easy, considering it's, like, from the easy route. What makes this more fun to me is that, Star Wolf appears. Now, I do have a hate bond with them, because they are annoying. Like, I hate when Wolf is on my tail a lot, and I have to always use, you know, somersault and have to listen to my friends go yada yada. But still though, I pretty much just love skipping the cutscene and just shooting them down in the original 64 game. I'm pretty sure you can't do that, well, you kinda can in the remake, but I just love it when you skip the cutscene and like you just shoot them down. I think that's pretty much funnier than how it is. Other than that, I think the enemies of Star Wolf are okay. I hate that my friends can't, like, you know, do a somersault or, like, escape Star Wolf, like, you know, friends. But other than that, I think it's okay. You know, it's not the, you know, best thing for them, but I think it's okay.
Bow before the great Androd. Uncle Androd!
But still though, Fortuna, it's probably higher than Cornelia, because of how fun it is for me. I'm making this of how fun it is and how much I like the level.
Good luck.
Okay, next up we got Sector X. Yeah, this one's fun, but then again, it's not a planet I would always be going to. I mean, yeah, it's a good level for, like, you know, enemy-wise, but then again, I think it's fine? I mean, I like where you can go left and right, and if you go left, you can take a warping thing and warp out. But then again, I don't know. Now, I do like, you know, the mystery of the hand stuff and like what happened to the base, though. I think that's pretty cool. And for the boss itself, I mean, it is fun, you could say. There is one thing about it that I do like, that if you can be able to like shoot it down before Sleepy is like, let me reprogram it, which I do like if you want a mission accomplish it. But if you're going for like the next planet, Titana, then yeah. Otherwise, I think this planet's mid, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good for like the beginning with the enemies, but I think it's alright.
What are you doing? It's too dangerous there.
Next up, we got Titana, and honestly, it's not a pick I would pick. Why? Well, first off, it's on the easy route, and I don't like doing the easy route. I think doing the easy route makes me feel like I wouldn't complete the story, but Titana, I mean, it's a fine level, you know. You get to be on the Landmaster and like, you know, shoot down, you know, creatures down here. But then again, it kind of gets on a little bit like, you know, annoyance with its enemies and stuff like that. I mean, this wouldn't be like a planet I would always go to. I mean, considering it's not the like place to, you know, hard route. That's always what I want to do. But I think this level, it's I'm putting it in C tier. I mean, the boss itself, it's okay. I mean, it's good that we rescue Slippy, but yeah, I don't know. Or we just take down the boss itself. I don't know. I think if you have Slippy with him and did the alternate route, you could accomplish it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. All I know is Titana is like, you know, an okay level. It's not the best, but I think it's just kind of worse. If you're a fan of that planet, that's okay. I respect you. But just I prefer the other Landmaster area, which we will go to.
Good luck.
Alright, here we are, Boss. Boss is fine, you know. I never really understood like what we had to do on Boss, because for Boss you gotta like, you know, knock down the laser points and like then after that have 1,000 enemies, and then by chance Star Wolf would appear again. Hi, editor's note here. When you're playing on Boss, Pigma would say this, which I find is kind of wild and crazy.
Daddy screamed real good before he died.
That was really bad.
In the original, I kind of found this level annoying. And playing the remake, I didn't mind it. It was kind of fun. It's, you know, Star Wolf, because I didn't know they were gonna come. You know, because like I didn't whenever I played the original. But honestly, I think this level, it's like Titana. You know, here's the thing. I'm not an easy route guy, I think, because I don't like doing the easy route in Star Fox, but for Boss, I think it's way more fun than Titana, though, because of the enemy wise, but The reason why I'm rigging it at C is because it can kind of get annoying in the original game, I think. Well, I think it's going to be though, because I kind of like how it is. It's okay, but it's better than nothing. I mean, is it better than Sector X? Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. It's just like, you know, for China. But yeah, bolts is just not my style, honestly. Which I think it's just gonna go back. But yeah.
It's foolish to come against me. Ho, ho.
And then Venom 1. I'm gonna call this Venom 1, like how the original remake. Venom 1, it is probably fun. I'm gonna put this in. It's better than Mateo, honestly. Which, how do I like it? It's because you feel like you're at the end of the story. You know, you feel confident in yourself, and you know, there's a lot of enemies, but you know, with a lot of what you've been through, you can take them down easily. I kind of like that, you know? I think it's pretty much good. That being said, though, I do like the other routes, though, you can take. Like, you can go on Falco side, Peppy slide, Slippy side, but other than that, though, the boss, on the other hand, I think it's
lackluster.
It's not like, you know, it's not fun or anything. It's just kind of easy, which, you know, it's on the easy route. And then moving on to that, Andross. It's just Dr. Andross. I mean, it's not really anything big, but you don't get to go to its true form. You just go to like this robotic, well, yeah, robotic self. Other than that, I wouldn't go to this type of Venom because I'm a hard route guy, but I do find the level kind of good. I love, you know, facing the enemies and like, you know, going to different routes. It really feels like, you know, you're going through a lot of enemies, but you know, through the journey you've been to, it's been, you know, good. So putting it in top A tier. It's better than Mateo, but not better than the S tiers.
Husky unit, cover the base.
Alright, Katina. This one's also gonna go to
A tier.
better than Mateo, but let me explain. I think Katina's kind of fun, actually. Hear me out. I like shooting down the enemies. You know, it's the same way for Fortuna, but there is one. It's Fortuna, actually, but there's one downside to it. I hate the gimmick of like trying to tell your enemy from like your allies. Because when you're in the level, you're helping Bill and his like other dog friends. And like, there may be a chance when you're shooting down the enemy that you may accidentally shoot down Bill's friends. And Bill like be like, "Fox, that's one of ours!" And you know, it's... I mean, I don't mind that type of idea. It's a cool concept, but otherwise it is kind of annoying. Because what if I just want to, you know... What if I don't... What if I just want to be, you know, the perfect guy, you know, the perfectionist, the guy who wants to be good at the game. And thus, that's why Jude never found a girlfriend. But other than that, I think Katina's fun. The mothership part? I mean, it's fun to shoot down the enemies. I mean, you may accidentally shoot down Bill's things, but then again, there's so many, like, enemies, then you just be like, well, okay, there's so many enemies, I gotta shoot all of them down. Then you won't actually, like, let's shoot down your allies. The hatches part of, like, easy, just take down 2 and then, like, shoot other enemies and then hatches again. It's kind of easy, actually. but I still find it kind of fun. Would I replay it? Yes. It's kind of fun. I'm putting it in A tier.
Good luck.
Oh, now here comes my favorite level, Solar. This one's probably gonna be a top of, not top of Cornelia, but it's actually one of my favorite levels to go to. I want to consider it like a top of S tier. I just think it has a fun idea into it. It's not like something like Fortuna where you're like, you're defending stuff and
Star Wolf.
and you can just shoot them down in the funniest way. I like it because of the idea of like, your health would be going down, but you gotta shoot down stuff to like regenerate your health. I think that is fun. And pair that with like the birds that are like coming in and they would drop like E-bombs. That is just good. And plus like how like Bill coming in and helping you and like avoiding lava and like the sun itself. I think this is probably one of my favorite levels to go to. It is honestly, you know what? Yeah, it is top for Gino. I just think it's really fun. I like the idea. It's just really much fun. The boss itself, it's also kind of fun actually. Is it hard? Yeah, but then again, it's also easy once you know what to do. Otherwise, it's fun. It's a fun level.
Good luck.
Alright, Macbeth. I think Macbeth is okay. It's not like, great or anything. The enemies, it's fine. I do also like that we have to take down the train and like, this guy, is like a general or something. I don't know. What's his name again? I don't know. I do like that we do that and we get to also play in the Landmaster. Speaking of which, I think this is honestly a better Landmaster level than Titana. Because, you get to go to the hard route. But I think Macbeth, with all the like enemies and like the stuff, I think it's okay. I'm not saying it's the best. I mean, I would go to Macbeth at some times, but not frequent. No. It's not like a level I would like. Well, it would be a level I would always go to, but not like, I don't know. It would still be a level I would go to. I think the switches are like, good places if you're wanting to go the hard route. Some of the levels switches like, I think 3 and 5 are at a weird spot. It's hard. Like, if someone was playing this on the first try and they were trying to go for the switches, they would have a hard time trying to find 3 and 5, but still though, it's an okay level. I think the boss itself is
a good boss for Macbeth.
Shoot the thing and dodge all of its attacks, the bottom thing, generic, game thing. But other than that, I think it's okay.
Good luck.
Alright, Sector Y. This one, I think, I actually kind of like this one. It's honestly a better second level than Mateo. Because in Sector Y, you help the allies with General Pepper and like take down these like 90s like combat, people. Take them down by like, with like, shoots. I like the challenge of the level when you're doing the alternate route, where you have to like shoot down. People think it's 100, but it's actually 80. I've seen so many like gameplay of Star Fox where people think it's 100, but it's actually 80. I like the idea of going up and down in that part. If you go up, there's like so many enemies. If you go down, there's like some enemies, but you can still reach up to 80. Some segments I think they're pretty good. The boss itself, in the original game, they were kinda annoying, but in the remake, chef's kiss. I love, like how they are. But the last one, the Warlock, good lord, this guy's aura farming. Sorry if I like stutter, but dude, that Warlock was like aura farming, man. But they are fun, though, as you have to shoot down them, which does feel satisfying. I think it's better than Mateo, not better than Puccino, though. I'm more of an all-range guy, which it does actually do, but so.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
Oh no, Aquas. Okay. I'm sorry. Aqua's going to detail. Okay, don't get me wrong. The Blue Marine, it's
Okay.
I don't mind the idea of like shooting torpedoes a lot at the enemies, but holy moly, that level is like jammed with so much enemies. You take so much damage. I think some of the enemies in this level, they're like jammed together, like in one part, and it's kind of annoying, It's just that this wouldn't be like a level I would be always going to because of this reason. Because you take so many health down with them. And that's not even it. Like, the boss itself is also annoying. I know you have to shoot down like the core, like 3 things. And then like take down the lines on itself, and then the eyeball. I just, when you're on like low health from those enemies, it's just kind of hard to like dodge them, If you find Aqua's good, then that's okay. I respect you. I respect your opinion, but I think for Aqua's, for me, it's not fun. I think it's just not a good level for me.
Make way for Cat.
Moving on from that, we have another water level called Zonas, and you know what? Zonas? I mean, it's better than Aqua's, except you go over the water. I think it's okay, very bottom of B, because, I love how it is, with with like polluted water, and like, we're basically much green water. The challenge of the alternate route is okay. Shoot down the spotlights before you get, spotted. It doesn't make sense when you don't shoot down all of them and like you instantly get targeted. I feel like that doesn't make any sense, but so it's fine. Cat? I think Cat is a good appearance, a friend of Falco, the boss itself, it's kinda easy once you know what to do. Just throw bombs at it. That's just the whole gimmick. Just throw bombs at it. But I mean, there's shoot at the pipes, then shoot at the tractor, or I can't think of what it's called. I'm sorry, the crane, I'm stupid. Shoot the crane, and then that stuff, and then shoot down the whole thing, and boom, boom, mission accomplished. But still though, Zonus is okay. I think it's like an okay water level. Would it be a planet I would always go to? I mean, maybe. But considering the level down there, it's so, like, not my favorite. Yeah. Look, I'm sorry, I'm like Falco. I prefer to be on the air. Personally, I prefer the air.
Good luck.
And then lastly, the last sector. It's not the last level, don't worry. We're almost there, but Sector Z, it's probably at the top of B, This level, it's good, but the one thing I don't like about it is how, I love shooting down the enemies like in Fuchina and Katina, But the one thing I just don't like about it is that all of your friends would be like, asking you to help out a lot. Which is kind of like, Katina and Fuchina, but they're like, they don't ask for help that much. For this, you gotta settle in with your own, like, enemies and, their enemies. And if you think that can be more stressful, you gotta handle missiles that will be coming out of nowhere and shoot them down, but also maintain your friends that are being shot down, and it's a more of a stressful level, honestly. If you're doing zonas, you may have Cat help you, which I think it's pretty nice, but considering, it's with Aquas, I just wouldn't. I'll probably do like the warp on Sector X, but still though, I think this level is... It's a good level. I would say it's okay, but since it's like minus points for like the stress it gets, when you have to shoot down the missiles, but like your friends, it's like, help me. It's kind of just, stressful,
They're through the second line!
For finally these last two levels, we have Area 6. I think Area 6 is probably at the top of A tier. I wouldn't say it's the best, level, because I think there's other levels that I think are good. I ranked this one on A tier, the very top, because, it feels like Venom 1, You feel confident, you feel strong, You know what to do, shoot down the enemies, and that's kind of what the Area 6 is made for, With all the journey you've been through, you know what to do, you shoot down the enemies. Other than that, I think Area 6 is good. The one thing that makes it, not S tier, is like, the boss fight, I think. Because, good lord, the Gorgon is hard, man. I mean, in the original, it's hard. In the remake, I don't think it's hard. I know, hot take, I know, but like, is the Gorgon really that hard to some people? I mean, I find it, the same way. Just shoot down the tentacles and like the cores, the energy balls, and then the core. Other than that, I think Area 6 is a good level. It's just not the best in that case. Do I still enjoy it? Yeah. Would I still play it? Yeah. But still the difficulty? Yeah. But, I mean, it's not that hard.
It's all coming down to this.
I'm looking forward to this.
Alright, this was a good journey, a fun journey, but we now have Venom 2, and honestly, I mean, do we have to say anything? It deserves to be on the very top of that still, because like, holy moly guacamole, Shigeru Miyamoto writing another lawsuit, it is like so good. The fact that it keeps on with Star Wolf coming in and like, you know, the hard, you know, but they're not like that hard. You know, you can just somersault in and take down that ways. It's kind of fun. And then, you know, when you take down Star Wolf, you would have to go to the Andros. Honestly, I prefer the remakes version of going to Andros, because it actually makes sense, though, than just, I'll go it alone from here. And then, like, when you're at Dr. Andros, you know, same stuff as, like, Venom 1, but spoiler alert, you get to go to his true form, see his true form. Which might have got kids traumatized, but honestly, how scary Dr. Andros is. Wow. Chef's kiss. It's such a masterpiece. Like, chef's kiss, you know? This might be another hot take again, but Dr. Andros, I think, is very easy. In his true form, just shoot down the eyes, and then after that, take down the brain, and then in the easiest way, just shoot him down, wait for him to teleport, and then shoot the back of his brain, and then, ta-da, you win! Do I still enjoy it? Heck yeah. It feels very fun, you know, going to it. And then when you take down Dr. Andros, you would go,
My ears burn!
So, I think Venom 2 is honestly the best level in the entire game. So much effort was put on it, and you know what? Good job, Shigeru Miyamoto. Not Shigeru Miyamoto, yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto. He's the guy who made Star Fox, by the way. Good job making the last level so fun, man. It feels so addicting, you know? Otherwise, that's my tier list for today. If you want to take a closer look at it, here it is. You know, right here. Star Fox as a whole, it's really fun to me. I really love becoming a fan of it. I know it's weird for me to become a fan because I'm also a fan of Mario, but personally, I prefer Star Fox, you know, because, you know, flying in the air wings are fun. But I think even though the games are like always the same of, you know, Star Fox 64, you know, for the 500th time, I can't wait for the next game to actually be a sequel. Please, actually, for God reason, be a sequel. Don't be like another reasoning of Star Fox 64. But, yeah. I'm gonna end it right here. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. If you want to watch more videos like Not Mario or Harry or some of my other gameplay videos, It'll be in the video, or just check out my channel at least. With that being said, bye bye.